Hey guys, what's going on? Gonna take a quick look here at Jasmy. Ticker for this is obviously Jasmy, and currently on the weekly time frame. This isn't a coin I look at very often. To be honest, I don't even know what it does. I remember I just had a request from somebody to look at it, and I probably did it only once, but I was just kind of looking through the charts, and I noticed that this is kind of trading very technically, and I had this risk reward calculator on the chart from my last video. So I guess I mentioned this particular trade setup, and it's interesting because had anybody taken this, I just basically placed a stop loss below this swing low right here, and yeah, pretty nice profit on this move. And I identified this range right here as the potential target, and it seems that we're making our way back up to it. So I'm going to get rid of that right now. Oh, by the way, this particular trade, if it does hit target, is going to give 112% profit, right? So 112% profit, more than double your money, a risk reward ratio of 1 to 4.63. So this, I mean, whoever took this, good on you. I didn't take it. I probably should have. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of this, and I just want to show you where we are right now. Okay, so think of this as basically this right here is the upper range. Down here is going to be the lower range, right? I'll kind of drag that out. And right here is the midline. Okay, so I mean, the price is so low, but the midline here, it's 0.004641. To get this, I just took a horizontal ray and I pasted it right at the low of these candle bodies right here. So this is a very significant level. You see it with support right here. You'd wick below it, but it's where the candle body closes that holds the most significance. So this level was defended for 2 weeks in a row right here. We came back up to the top of the range. So we have multiple touches here at the top. And when we came back down, we got support at this midline for 1, 2, 3, for about a month. So these are week-long candles. So each one of these candles represents 1 week of trading action. So a fight was put up to defend this midline. However, we did dump all the way back down to the lower region. When we came back up, look at the rejection point. Look where people sold off the midline again, and we came all the way back down to test the lows. And now that we've broken above the midline, we're basically retesting this midline, this broken resistance as a support right now. So this is very interesting, okay? So if I were to take a trade, actually, I don't think there is a good R&R trade setup where we currently are because we are so far away from this midpoint. However, down here would have been the time to enter with a stop loss below this wick and then target the high. So just theoretically, if we were able to identify that in time, I'm just doing this to show you guys what I look for when I trade. So if we were to enter down here at this midline, even if we didn't get it exactly, so we enter there, the stop loss would go below this midline and below this previous wick, and the take profit is going to be all the way up here. So this potential trade setup would give us a risk reward ratio of 1 to 9, risking 6.26% to potentially get 56.53% to the upside. So this trade setup, had I seen it, I would take this 100% of the time. This is an amazing potential trade setup, right? So it all stems from just identifying your levels. Again, the upper region, the midline, and the lower region, right? So the price comes down to the lower region. That's an opportunity to potentially take a long. I mean, pending the candle formations that you're seeing, or if you're seeing a bullish divergence, right? The midline, when you come up to the midline, that's an opportunity to potentially short with a tight stop loss back down to the lower range. However, right now, I would not be supporting the midline because when you zoom out and you look at the overall picture of this is just a bottoming formation, right? So we had a low, then we had a higher low. This range to me just looks like a region of accumulation before an eventual upside break, right? So be very cautious looking for short positions right now. Because of that, I would not be looking to short any moves up to the midline. The only short positions I would consider taking is at the top range, or if we break the top range up here, and I'll explain why in a bit. But getting back to the current price action, right now, as I said, we had a breakout and we're coming back to retest this level of support. Now, I wonder if this pullback has hit a significant Fibonacci retracement level, right? So let's run a fib from this swing low, the start of the move, up to the high, and let's see if we made it down to the 382. And look, we did. We came right down to the 382, and that's where the buyer stepped in. So we had confluence right at this 382. We have a confluence with the price, right? The midline, the low of these candle bodies, the level that held up the price here for a month, the level where we got rejected from right here. Look, when you run a fib from the swing high to the swing low, it lines up with the 382 almost perfectly. So this is a very confluent level, and this is the level that I would feel confident buying against with a stop loss below. But you saw that I just ran a theoretical trade based on if we were down here. However, if I were to do the same thing but enter where we currently are, the R&R is not going to look nearly as good, right? So let's try it. Long position where we are right now. Stop loss would have to be all the way back below this wick, and my take profit target is going to be up here. You know what? It's actually not that bad. It's an R&R of 1 to 2.96, so almost a 3 to 1 risk reward ratio, which is actually pretty good. Could potentially get 42% to the upside, but you're going to have to risk 14%. It's still pretty decent though. Those are decent numbers. 3 to 1, high probability trade. Am I going to take it? Probably not. I'm going to take a closer look at this chart after this video. But yeah, entering longs off this midline where we are right now is on my radar for sure. Okay, so what's going to happen if we come up here for the third time and we end up breaking it? First of all, this is a very key level of resistance. As you can see, it was support all throughout here for several months. When we broke below it, we came back up, got rejected, came down to the midline, got supported here, came back up, got rejected again all the way down to the range lows. So very, very key level right here. Now, in addition to the price action, it's very evident by looking at only the price that this is a significant level. However, if I take a Fibonacci retracement, I want to look for confluence. So I'll run it two different ways, right? So for starters, I'll run it right here from this swing high down to the low. And look at where the 382 lines up. It's right at the top of the range, okay? So it was the support level right here perfectly. So I anticipate that if we do get a move up, anticipate a lot of selling pressure to come in here at the 382. So this is 0.008210, and then the lower part of the range based on the top of these candle bodies right here is going to be 0.007484. Anyway, you can just eye that out and mark it on your chart. Next level up, this 50% falls within the range I have drawn right here. Now, in this situation, some traders are going to run the fib from this high down to the low, and other ones are going to do it from the top, right? So let's see if we can find confluence where a fib pull from here is going to line up with the price as well. So on this pull, I'm not seeing as much confluence with the price, as you can see. However, actually, you know what? I take that back. This 382 lines up right under here. So this was the support level right here. So what I would normally do after seeing that, I would probably make a note of it. I would take a horizontal ray and just run it right here over the 382. Now I can delete that and I have it marked on my chart. So yeah, there is some confluence with the price action right here. Resistance, broke above it, and then it was support, right? However, it didn't hold. So I'm not going to be as confident in this level being a strong region of resistance like I would, for example, at the top of this range right here based on a 382 retracement that lines up perfectly with the price action. Then, of course, speaking of price action right here, if you want to trade Jasmy, I would recommend drawing a horizontal line. Draw it right at the low of these candle bodies right here, but this is a very, very important level, and I just have it as the start of my range right here. So you see it was support right here, came back down, it was support again, broke below it, it was resistance all throughout here, and then we eventually break down. So obviously, if the price is able to get through this zone, right here at the start of this zone, a lot of selling pressure is going to come in this range. Now, as far as what that would look like, if we're able to break out of the top range of this zone, come up here, sellers will likely come in, maybe sell it back down, and then we can see if we can flip this current level of resistance to a support before a larger move to the upside. Anyway, that's just a quick update on Jasmy. Hopefully you found it helpful. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully you guys are learning from this. And if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release new content, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. If you leave the page without doing that, you're probably going to have a hard time finding the channel again in the future just because it's relatively new. There's less than 2,000 subscribers, and because of that, I'm not really prioritizing the search algorithm. Also, if you want a place to trade Jasmy or pretty much any of the other coins I talk about on this channel, I put the link to 3 different exchanges in the pinned comment and the description. All 3 of them are offering you guys sign-up bonuses, and those bonuses are actually amplified this weekend because it's the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. So if you want to get some new exchange accounts and get good bonuses, check out those links. And also, if you're trading on Binance and maybe you just found out that they replaced CZ with like a guy from the World Economic Forum and you're looking for an alternative, yeah, check out the links in the pinned comment and the description. Out of the 3, one of them will not require you to submit KYC information, and that one is BingX. Also, I put a link to a promotion on a VPN. For Black Friday, Cyber Monday, they're offering you guys 69% off. So check that out as well. Anyway, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.